Nice guys finished last, that's why I'll treat you like trash. Thank you. It's not what I really want to do. But you only did bad guy, so welcome to my squid. What are we doing today?
A book review on nomoremrniceguy.
Yes. Wait, who wrote it?
What's he? Dr. Robert Glover.
Dr. Robert Glover.
You know what it means? Selfies on like his third wife.
What? He's on his third wife?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you've done this before. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah. You've never done a book review before?
Nah, the dunk with the Snickers.
Have I ever dumped the Snickers? No. But I don't think it's gonna work. It's just gonna melt the chocolate outside. Well, I don't know what you dunk a Snicker. Okay, so you want Mr. Nice Guy?
Because I was like, yeah, you know what? When the video first starts, let's try and make it as most informal and all that. And like, but as soon as I get the camera, I was like, you know what? Let me just talk this. This was. If you were here, you'd understand.
Yeah, you have to be here to get it. I don't know. Right, so Dr. Robert Glover, he was a nice guy himself, innit? That's why he wrote the book. No, Mr. Nice Guy. And he also looked at like the people around him, like all the people he diagnosed with the nice guy syndrome. And yeah, he wrote this book for the nice guys. And instead of like going through the whole book, we're gonna like just go through some principles in the book. But you've got like each chapter wrote it out, innit?
Yeah, but for some chapters I don't even get anything. I just write down whatever resonates with me in broken English. So I struggle to read it. my own writing.
You struggle to read what you wrote down. Okay, so we can do this. I'll go through we'll go through the principles, and for each one, if there's something that's connected to that one, you can add on to it. Innit? All right. So the first principle is, if something frightens you, you have to do it. Right? So it's like one of those like it's like that thing that Jordan Peterson says about going where you least want to look. And he gives this example about how King Arthur and his knights of the Round Table were looking for the Holy Grail, and they each picked the darkest place that they thought in the forest, innit? So this is more of like, if you're afraid of doing something, there's a reason you're afraid of doing it. It's because like, I think it's because people are just afraid of change sometimes, isn't it? So actually, I think it's also because of laziness as well, like fear and laziness. It's in Waking Life.
No, I was told to watch that though.
Yeah, you should watch it. So like, it's like a collection of dreams, and this guy meeting dream characters. One of the characters he meets asks him if like which human characteristic is more universal, fear or laziness.
Oh wait, I've seen this.
Right?
It's all an animation.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
sick. What was it, fear or laziness?
yeah.
What's more universal? Laziness. No wait, can't you tie fear to laziness?
You probably could. How would you do it? I only have the questions, man. I ain't got the answers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it could definitely be linked. It's like where, like laziness, like fear is just an excuse for our laziness. That could be a way to link it to it. But shall we go to the next?
For that little bit as well, like I think a lot of nice guys have a lot of anxiety also.
Mm. Maybe we should define what a nice guy is. Like, what is a nice guy?
A nice guy is like a people pleaser. They put everyone like first before himself.
Mm.
But like, you must have met once at some point in your life where they give and give and give and give, but there's like ulterior motives behind it, and they're not sold as nice as you expect them to be. They're not all too nice. It's not a proper nice guy.
It's a manipulation tactic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, they think they'll get what they want if they act this way.
Yeah, but I think they get a girl, they go up to her in the middle of the street and say, "Hi, I think you're beautiful."
Mm.
Sorry, but most women don't work like that. They kind of think, alright, what's this guy's catch? Like, why are you talking to me? I'm a stranger, all that kind of stuff. Like, what's his motive?
Yeah.
You got anything? Like, what else there are?
No, they don't have any boundaries. That's why,
Yeah.
even though they are manipulative in the niceness, they're easy to be manipulated by other people.
Yes, definitely.
What else?
They're naive.
Yeah. When it comes to girls, most nice guys are naive about girls and the nature of women, I guess. There's like this meme, like of, I don't know if you've seen it, like with Morty, and he's holding up like a card with stamps on it, like, I did all this stuff for you, now give me sex.
Yeah, that's basically it.
That's basically a nice guy. I think what's this? Attraction is negotiable. But that's weird. That's why most of them are sexually frustrated and have anxiety. Another principle to kind of cure the nice guy syndrome is not to settle. Because every time you settle, you get exactly what you settled for.
Sounds deep.
It sounds deep, but it's not really that deep. It's like I think settling is kind of a fear as well. I think it's also, like, when it comes to relationships, it's like a fear of being lonely. So some people would rather settle down than, it's like they would rather aim low and succeed rather than aiming high and failing.
Yeah, I get that. I think most nice guys are the ones who are constantly in relationships also, because they're alone. They're lonely in their own company.
That's the worst, man. Like, I can't be lonely with people around you as well.
Yeah, and that's what ends up happening with them also. And sometimes they'd rather have bad company than their own company also, which is just dead.
So it's like they're hiding from themselves pretty much, isn't it?
Yeah.
They don't want to be alone to their own thoughts. Maybe they're alone with their own thoughts. They'll start thinking, oh shit, all this and that. Another one is you have to put yourself first. Like we said, like one of the characteristics, I think you said, is that they always put others before themselves, and not in like a nice way, but in like a kind of a manipulative way.
Yeah. And almost in a way of like, look how good I am as a person, all kind of stuff, so I deserve good and all that. But yeah, if you think people are going to give the same love you give to them in this world, in this life, then you're wrong. It don't work like that.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad that it doesn't look like that.
No, right.
Also, it's like it looks like it's a virtue to put others first. It kind of is, and it isn't. It's not, because like, again, it depends where you are at in your life, in your self-development, right?
Yeah, of course.
There's no point putting other people first if you can't really even help yourself first. Someone called it self-enlightened interest. I think it was one of the Red Pill guys. but it was self-enlightened interest in it. Like, you really can't help anyone else unless you help yourself first.
And they use that metaphor when like a plane's crashing, you got to put your mask on first before you can help anyone else.
Mm-hmm. There's no point everyone else dying.
But they take on the caretaker on. I think Jordan Peterson also said, like, when someone's drowning or something like that, the nice guy will like swim out to them and hold them with like both hands and stuff. But really, he's gonna drown with them.
Oh yeah.
But what did you call that interest then?
Self-enlightened interest.
But the self-enlightened he probably will go over there still, but he'll keep them at like a foot's length and he'll put his foot out and say, hold on to my foot, so I can swim us back in. But it's difficult. Hopefully we don't slaughter the book too much, because I know straight away a lot of people can think, what's so wrong being a nice guy? But like, it's a bit deeper than that. It's not like just a nice guy, and sadly like a lot of nice guys think really in black and white sort of thinking. So it's like, okay then, so I've got to go from being a nice guy to an asshole, and that's what normally happens.
Yeah.
But there's like a fine balance in between. A lot of it's like self-respect, maybe like self-discipline also. I'm not sure.
Probably both. Like, again, this is why like we defined what a nice guy was to begin with. So if anyone's wondering, like, oh yeah, what's wrong with being a nice guy? We've already said all that other stuff. And most nice guys, like, I think it's just the label that confuses people. Like, nice guy. I'm a nice guy. Alright, fine. Then okay, what's gonna happen is that you'll be a nice guy, and then, like you said, you'll become an asshole, because some people tend to overdo it. Like, say they're trying to set boundaries, they'll be like no to everything. But again, there's a balance, right? So you go from being the nice guy to the asshole to being, I don't know, the good guy, right? Or the good person.
The virtuous guy.
Not even virtuous, because...
What does virtuous even mean?
Virtuous kind of, it's like, I don't know, you can say, to me, when you say someone is virtuous, it's like they are good and like they have, I don't know, they have virtues, like nice virtues, as in they're innocent, they're grateful, they're caring, like they have all this nice stuff about them. But I don't think a person is, I don't like describing someone as virtuous.
Yeah, probably wrong word.
It's like, no, I think it's too simple to describe someone, isn't it? Because people are virtuous, but they're also horrible. And they have like downsides and upsides and good sides. But next principle, because we spent too much on that. No matter what happens, you will handle it. This one actually reminds me of a book that I read by Susan Jeffers.
Yeah.
Feel the fear and do it anyway, right? Because like, if you're scared and you don't do anything, like, what's the point? You're still gonna feel scared. So you might as well do it, right? And again, no matter what happens, you will handle it. So again, that's having that self-respect and also self-belief that you can get through the situation you're in.
Yeah, I think that was one of like the affirmations it said as well. In chapter 5. But for anyone listening, I'm doing my chapters based off the audio book version, because the chapters on like just reading it are different compared to the audio book. But yeah, it was saying something similar to that. Obviously we already said like learn to please yourself, make a list of good things you can do for yourself each day, spend more time alone, and then you come with some like affirmations like I am lovable just the way I am. I am perfectly imperfect. My needs are important. I am a strong and powerful person. And the other one, I think you just said it. I can handle it.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Oh, I think one more was people love and accept me as I am. But it was, and what confused me in the book, like when he first started, he was saying like, this isn't about improving yourself or changing you. It's about becoming more you. or something like that. And then I was like, huh? But aren't the people like listening to it? Oh, because they're not being more them being the nice guy, are they?
Yeah.
They're being more of what like society says or what the females in their life says. And I made a note about, because it goes in a bit about the Second World War, something post-war, how like females brought up men.
Oh yeah.
So like there'd be more women. Because men would be like gone from war, or like they wouldn't be in the house because they're working all the time. So like females had to bring up men to seek females' validation from a female's side. Females are bringing up males. Females are teaching males how to be male.
In a female way.
In a female way.
Yeah.
And I want to say about like a bit some extreme feminism also. We was like the first sort of like brought up to say like men are wrong and women need men as much as a fish needs a bike. Coming from the radicals and that, and
oh god.
I'm pretty sure it was the Rothschilds or the Rockefellers. They promoted some sort of project where the radicals got with them, and they knocked on the people's doors in the 70s or something, telling them, you know, if you become a single mother, we can give you benefits, and basically like, you know, the government will be Big Daddy, so yeah, you know, all that kind of stuff, encouraging more sort of divide and that. And also went on to say how the majority of teachers are female also. And a few other things.
Yeah, I'm guessing this book is going to be connected to even that Warren Farrell book as well.
Yeah, a little, but yeah, I hear that. For sure.
Okay. Alright, another principle was whatever you do it 100%.
Yeah, I'd hear that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's no point doing it, really. Or you're just doing it with the intentions of seeking the approval of other people or other females. Or the mask you put on. To keep fulfilling that, but that's exhausting, man, if you're trying to like portray this mask.
Yeah.
Especially, I see it a lot more online, like sort of things. Like with people, it's almost like a different social media, they have a different mask on and stuff like that.
Yeah, they have a different persona.
For each social media, man.
like on Snapchat they act in a different way, or
Yeah.
Instagram they act in a different way.
Yeah, it's kind of low-key like personality disorder.
Jeez. Yeah.
Like encouraging that.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how social media develops in the future.
Yeah, I really hope it brings some more goodness, you know. Because I don't feel like it does much good, to be honest.
I think, again, it's a tool, isn't it?
Yeah.
It all depends on how you use it. For us, we use it to promote our podcasts and stuff. But for other people, they use it for validation and stuff. So, for comparing themselves to other people. It's crazy. And then it goes on to say, if you do what you have always done, you will get what you always have got. Yeah. So this is like talking about, again, doing something different from like, because it's like, I reckon it's very uncomfortable to like change the way you look at things, even like just shifting your perspective.
It's difficult, man, because a lot of it's unconscious.
Yeah. And not only that, but it's also like it's almost killing a part of you that doesn't work. And I think that's where the fear comes from with most nice guys. It's like, yeah, but no, they might say like, yeah, but I don't want to become an asshole and all that. But that's just an excuse because the nice guy has become their comfort zone, so they're stuck in that framework, and it's definitely a painful process moving from the nice guy to being the good guy, someone who has respect for himself and other people have respect for them, and they have to set boundaries and not step on other people's toes, but be willing to
If it
push
comes
back,
to it.
right? Yeah, so be willing to push back when push comes to shove.
Mm. And a lot of the bad boys already have mastered them traits or had to embody them traits in order to survive due to like the circumstances at the home and
Oh yeah, the
friendship groups, because we never had like the fathers around, so they've had to find a different masculine idol to look up to and almost idolize. So I've just said that.
yeah, and most of these idols aren't necessarily positive,
Nah.
like positive idols, isn't it? Positive masculine idols. This is why, like, even if you don't have like a dad, you can always find role models in other men, and also just other people, innit? You are the only person on this planet responsible for your needs, wants, and happiness.
That's big, that is.
Yeah, that's personal responsibility, innit?
Mm. You always got to keep yourself in check. 'Cause it's so easy for myself to start just blaming other things outside of me or other people outside of me. It's so easy.
Yep, it's the easiest thing to do, innit? It's like, it's not me, it's all these other people around me.
Yeah, and it's so convincing also. Your mind is the best bullshitter. It will bullshit you into thinking so many crazy things.
Yeah, it's because we rationalize, isn't it?
Yeah.
So much rationalization. Another thing with nice guys is that they're afraid to ask for what they want. If you don't ask for what you want, you won't get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, so going back to you're the only person responsible for your needs and wants. Like, I feel like other people put the kind of like let others take care of them, or think others should take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you have to realize like it's your life, and at the end of the day, it's your life. If you're over 18 years old and you're basically an adult, you know, officially, but not, you know, mentally, whatever.
Mm.
But yeah, you're basically responsible for yourself, man.
Shit, we've got 3 minutes.
Nah, you've got 8 minutes.
Long.
That's 22.
You got good eyes, man. Okay. Were you coming in with them eyes? You never had them eyes.
2020, bro.
Look like 28 to me. Okay, my bad, keep going.
Right, so I think that's the thing with nice guys, like, they think they shouldn't ask for what they want. Other people, like, just through their actions, other people will realize and give it to them, innit? So, like, so that, you know what I mean? Like,
There's some passive aggressive shit, man.
it's passivity, yeah.
Proper, that's what I forgot to say, that's what a nice guy is also. He's very passive aggressive and indirect and manipulative.
Yeah. See, they don't do anything 100%. They just,
Yeah, that's the part, yeah.
they're wishing and hoping, yeah.
I wish and hoping someone would listen to this strut and this like gas and all that kind of shit and my body language.
Yeah.
Bro, just come on.
Just come out with it, right?
Like Faz said before, like 6 months of suffering and like indirectness and all that kind of shit can be done in 6 seconds if you're just more out and real with people and be outspoken about your needs and that. And it could no matter how big or small, like just start doing it and you'll feel good. You'll feel good about yourself.
Oh yeah.
And things will help you a lot.
Because there's a lot of regret that comes with not asking for what you want.
Yeah. And I think they feel shameful because of it also. Goes on a lot in the book about toxic shame as well.
Toxic shame.
Shameful for asking for it to be done as well as shameful for not asking when they didn't ask for it to be done.
Yeah.
Everywhere now.
Again, so if that's not working for you, if you'd rather wait 6 months for someone to notice something, then you gotta try something different, right? You gotta again, 'cause you can't do the same thing hoping for a different result. So do something different, man. And I don't know. Again, it's really uncomfortable, but it has to be done. Like, go 5 minutes. Sorry, let me say something cheesy. You see, when a butterfly, when a caterpillar is in the process of becoming a butterfly, it traps itself in a cocoon. So it builds this cocoon, and then part of the process is like it's dissolving. It basically dissolves itself and becomes liquid form. And as you can imagine, which that's all we can really, that's a painful process, isn't it? But then after sitting with its own pain, it starts to crack its shell, and the light shines through, and it bursts open and becomes a beautiful butterfly, and it flies away. And then it gets eaten by who eats butterflies? Fucking
let them use their own imagination. That's when I have a life expectancy of like 1 week or something as well. They live for like 1 week.
Oh, is it?
But still, it changed, bro. It didn't die as a caterpillar. It changed and it grew to its highest potential, and it grew their wings and it started flying.
And it had freedom to be itself.
Freedom. You know that song? Freedom. That's what I imagine it goes on the butterfly's mind.
Yeah.
Once it starts flying.
Oh, I believe I can fly. No. Oh wait, no, we don't. Sorry, no, I forgot. Alright. Touch the sky. Okay. Right now we have 3 minutes left.
Spread my wings and fly away.
I should have said that for the last 3 minutes. Okay, let's see. Let's do 2 more, and then we'll go to part 2.
Different podcast, or add a little bit onto this one? What do you mean?
Also, we've still got like a lot of principles to go.
Shit.
Yeah. So this will be part 1 of it, and then the next one will be part 2.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Part 1 and part 2 book review.
Yeah.
Alright, sweet.
Oh, you wanna keep going?
That's what I was
Make
thinking.
it like an hour.
Either keep going or do part 1 and part 2.
Yeah, I'm still thinking
Down to you.
these guys have a really low attention span. I'm not talking about you guys, I'm talking about other guys. Yeah, these guys have a lot.
That's funny shit. Yeah, so yeah, part 2, yeah?
Yeah.
We're doing part 2.
Okay. You got anything? Just to end part 1.
Shit, Sam. Go listen to the audiobook yourself, so you get a better understanding of what we're trying to say, because obviously we're not going to beat a man who's been working on a book for a year or 2 or months and then done it.
Yeah.
We're just giving you a little blur of it, trying to help you out, trying to take out some of the golden nuggets so you don't have to read it. But obviously you want a better understanding of any of the audio books we do. Any of the books we do, just read them. I just do audio books because I'm too lazy to read them, and I prefer listening to it.
Well, yeah. And obviously there's a lot more people who listen than read. Because we all got ears, innit? Well, some of us.
Oh, some guy watching a video.
But yeah, I reckon we should end it here. Alright, stick around for part 2. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, listen to the audiobook. And
see you in 2 days.
See you in 2 days. Alright, let me take up this. So it looks like I'm speaking to a